cinnamon, 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 cinnamon leaf ASMR, and Baldur's Gate 3. My setup is a little different this time. I'm still gonna try and do Softspoken. I just randomly clicked R, so I changed dual wielding. My setup is a bit different because I broke my headphones, so this happens to me way too often. I am now wearing some old Beats. So I can't hear myself properly, so if I sound weird, that's why. I can't really assess if I'm super loud or not. But yeah, last time we stopped here on this space, and now I think we're gonna go up over there. We'll go through here. I think our character is too small to jump back up, so we'll simply jump through here. Hello? Yes, you can, girl. This is the tiniest ledge, but yeah. Here we go. We're still pretty good on healing. I mean, we are not, but we're still okay. And we have wild shape, which we haven't really talked about that, but that's a huge benefit of being a druid. That if you're low on hit points, you can just go into your wild shape, and like for example, the wolf has 18 hit points, and those are basically on top of yours, because or 20 of the spider even. I didn't know the spider has that many hit points. That's actually kind of really good. So yeah, like if you're at 2 and then you wild shape into the spider, you have 20, you know, if that makes sense. And so you basically have like a bunch of 2 times 20, so 40 temporary hit points theoretically, if I'm making any sense at all. But yeah, let's go back up. This is where we would have gone. Let's go check out the area.
Always room for more.
There is indeed always room for more. And okay, we learned the recipe for salts of Rogue's Morsel. Press H to view. I've literally never pressed H to do this. I always go through inventory. So we can extract ingredients. Why don't we do some alchemy? And we unlocked 2 recipes from that because we got stuff. And I don't think... Oh, we can craft something. We can make a potion. We can make a potion of mind reading. Fascinating. But I don't think I would do that right now. It's not one of the most helpful ones, so I wouldn't touch that. All your... until we know if we need it for something better. All your ingredients go into the alchemy pouch. I think what we just made was a sublimate of belladonna and a suspension of myrgrass. And if you're ever like, hey, I can't carry anything anymore, check out these 2 bags, because like everything gets sorted into alchemy pouch and camp supply pack automatically. So like in here we have some stuff we already picked up from the fishers down there, and that's already 5 points of carrying capacity, so that's a lot of this actually. So always check out these things. And that's just a little hint. I at some point just started sending back the camp supplies to camp immediately because they end up weighing a lot if you don't use a lot of them. There's nothing over here. And you only ever use camp supplies in camp, so it doesn't always make sense to carry them around. But don't send the entire bag, because then it doesn't get sorted automatically anymore. Just open it and send these. But yeah. And also this is where I simply cannot pretend that I don't know the game already. So that's why I'm not going over there, even though technically like this would be where we wanted to go, because here's the door and up here is some stuff. This is where we would like naturally go, but I want to go here because I'm interested in who's up ahead. So that's... I simply can't pretend that I don't want to meet who's over there. And I'm not gonna lie to you about that.
You think it's dangerous?
Of course it's dangerous. One of them carved up Zoru's whole squad.
So let's leave it.
Interesting.
And let the goblins have it? No. We take it to the grove.
I find it very interesting how this game takes on racism, because these two are tieflings who are discriminated against all the time in this game, racistly, and Lae'zel is a Githyanki, so she also gets discriminated against, and these two are discriminating against her, being very rude with it. But we're gonna intercept. I just find it very interesting.
Twice as ugly.
I think she's
The
pretty.
thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your
Hello?
skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare.
I love her eyes.
Her lips
They're
don't
so cool.
move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna save for everyone who's new here. If there are any, hi. I do save, and I do save scum, because I want to provide a narratively interesting and fulfilling story, and we do get the right options that I want from saving, but we have so many options here, we're gonna be fine. So, rather demanding for a woman in your position, why should I? Don't worry, I'll get them out of here one way or another. This creature is dangerous. Get out of here, leave her to me, or shoot the trap down. We must kill her before she harms someone. Or attack the tieflings. I don't want either of these. So, let's make them get out of here. That's a 10 on difficulty. We save. For everyone new here, if there are any, hi, welcome. I do save scum. I just want to be able to provide the result that I think is most relaxing in this, or most satisfying. But we have many options here. Okay. See, that is what I mean. I very much don't want that, so we're gonna reload, because I really don't want to mess up these beginnings where we don't have an option to reroll with inspiration. I really want Lae'zel in our party, so I don't want to mess that up.
Get rid of them.
Sure. Give me more than a 10. Okay. That's being mean. Let's do that again. This is kind of ridiculous. I hope this is not annoying to anyone, but later on it'll be better. It'll be okay to mess up rolls. This one is not one I would want to mess up. This is why I usually play as a bard, because these are, like, bards are really good at these. But we do have +1 charisma, so that is perfect. Let's hope I don't have to reroll as many times.
She's right. Let's go. We need to check out that blast.
Gale approves. Something I like to see. A blast. I could use more specifics.
You didn't hear it. Shook our camp good, so we came for a look.
Okay. I'm gonna save. But yeah, we're in dire need of healing. Where is this camp? 5. Come on, give me a 5. See, that's what we needed before. That is a 70. Perfect.
Northwest. Look for Nettie. Whatever your wound, she can mend it.
And be careful. There are goblin traps everywhere.
Nymessa, come.
Well, I look forward to finding Nettie.
Enough gawking. Get me down.
And of course, say please.
Never.
Okay. So we wait until they're out of earshot. And then we
Observe, listen. You'll hear goblins before you see them.
As you say.
Yes, oh. They're very attached to each other, apparently. Okay. Let's go get that down. There is a weakened base on this, which is a very clear hint that that's what we should attack. I know this does very little damage, but it is our trusty Thornwood. So let's just do this as many times as we can to get that weakened base down.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I
Do they?
must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
This dynamic is very fun. Lae'zel and Shadowheart. In game, it's very much dramatic. They just have very clashing personalities, but also just kiss about it, ladies. Just kiss. What exactly is a crash?
It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter.
Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a Gaith tadpole, we must report to Augustil for purification.
She's throwing around all these words. Sure. You could thank us, though.
You may as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms. The cure I offer will suffice as thanks.
Well, sure. I know in real life I would never get along with her, but that's fine. Also, I love... This is so funny to me, because I've never played a short character for long. How this view is just giving us, like... I mean, we're just the ass cam, but sure. I just think it's funny. Yeah, let's journey together. Let's find the
Path
crash.
is full. You'll need to make room.
Oh yeah. That is a mechanic in this game that we only get 3. But for now I'm very happy with our crew and we'll just meet Lae'zel at camp.
Very well. But heed my words. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. I must interrogate this Zoru. Our very lives depend on it. I will be at your camp. Do not keep me waiting.
Of course not, we go there every night. We go there every night. But yeah, she's not gone. She's just at camp. Which is pretty perfect.
What path lies before me?
She's at camp. Where we could go to, but technically we still have lots of spell slots and stuff, so there's not really any need. And yeah, like we just kind of I haven't looked at these. I haven't looked at the star maps. So star map is just the guiding bolt that we can do twice on a long rest, so twice a day. Where we actually go to camp, this is like going to camp, and we can do a short rest twice a day, and a long rest. Short rest restores 50% of your hit dice on fewer hit points, and warlocks restore spell slots, and long rest is just entire reset. So these restore once a day with the reset. And it's interesting we have this like twice. I think because we get it twice from what we can do, but we just have it prepared twice. Okay. Let's see. I also just realized we're missing a spell. Well, it'll come up in a second, don't worry. Just for reference, also, this is the door that we couldn't get open where we started back here. And Shadowheart, this is so pretty. This is gorgeous. But Shadowheart said we needed another entrance, and that's what we're doing. Now we're all wet. Actually, interesting that that doesn't count as wet. We didn't get the wet condition. 10 HP, and there's people.
You'll die a bloody pauper unless you take a few risks.
Interesting.
Why don't we just wait a while? Make sure it's safe.
Okay. Let's talk to these people. Hey guys.
You're both twice as tall as me, but have half the bloody backbone.
But we don't know what that thing even is. And what about the crypt?
I'm telling you, it's a ship. And the crypt can wait. Mari and Barton have been trying to break in for days. Now we... Stop! Got ourselves competition already.
We're
That's
standing in
our
a
ship.
not so auspicious spot. Okay. I mean, no harm just looking around. Ship is full of monsters. Ship's an invasion force. Only thing you own is your life. Let's go for persuasion again. Gonna say 10. Okay, we have some other options if this doesn't work. Let's hope it works. That was a natural 20. That's great, a critical success. For those who don't know, in D&D in general, it's treated that a 1 is a critical failure and a 20 is a critical success, which means that you always succeed no matter the difficulty.
Well, in that case...
Love the
Come on, you
approval.
lot. No point in getting killed. Second worm gets the cheese and all.
Second mouse gets the cheese, no?
Nobody's getting any damn cheese! Now move it!
This group is not particularly
You're more cunning than you look. I thought we had a fight on
structured.
our hands.
I think we did fine. Okay. And now here's where it comes in that I realized we forgot to get a spell. Or I remember thinking about it and I think I made Gale not learn Featherfall. And instead, because I thought we could do it, but I don't think we have it. And I don't think, if I'm looking at our spell book, that we could learn it. So it's not prepared. And we can't prepare it, is the thing. Which is kind of frustrating because, as you can see, we could easily break in here. I mean, we can still hit those. Okay, we can get a bit closer and then hit that. But if we jump down here, we're gonna take damage, and I don't think we want that. So we're not gonna do that. Did we look at this box? We did. Did we pick up stuff? I am so bad at this. Was there something in it? I assume some stuff was in it. I feel like I forgot how to record videos. But let's look at the burlap sack.
Here, I hope.
Yes, I hope so too. Some garlic and a carrot. Perfect. And some stuff, including some Jolton fire swill. Judging by its fiery aroma, this heavily spiced spirit packs a powerful punch. Great. Let's take that. I always love the food descriptions. They're so fun. So let's check out this door, I guess.
Why do you give a book? Everything all right out there?
Oh. Oh, and there is a gnome option. I always like to pick, like we can either say let me in, he ran, or we can like impersonate Gimblebach. And I kind of love those options that are character specific, so I think we can try this one first. I'm gonna save. Just a 5, come on. Give me a 5. That's a 7, that's enough. Let's see, I've never used this option because I've never played a gnome.
You sound a bit shaken, Mosh. Hang on while I find the key.
But he's letting us in. I assume... Oh. Cheese your way through. Oh, we just bugged weirdly. That's cool, so that's an inspiration. Inspiration... Where do we see that? Somewhere. Ooh, we have stuff to read. But inspiration, I think that was our first inspiration. Is from Astarion. Interesting. Okay, I wanted to read the stuff. So we have get help from healer Nettie and find the Githyanki crash. Within, find a cure, which is our current main quest. We have explore the ruins, where we are currently with the bandits. We have the Daughter of Darkness, the Githyanki warrior, the Pale Elf, and the Wizard of Waterdeep with us. We've escaped the Nautiloid and we've freed Lae'zel. That's great. Okay, so let's save again, and let's maybe go in there, but also let's take a short rest.
Stop pushing on.
Yes, indeed, darling. Just because we were not at our best, and as I know, there will be a fight in here.
Who the hell? You're dead!
Exactly. So he waited here for us because we, told him we were his boss, but now he's obviously not a fan of us anymore. And this is a nice version of this fight. Ooh, and I've never seen Gale in this attack style because for the first time he's a blade singer for me. That's fun. Okay, so what do we do? I wanted to look at the dragon form. Whatever. How about we try Thorn Whip? I like the Thorn Whip. That's so cool. That's such a fun little cantrip. And let's not do this right now. Let's just stay back. Maybe walk back a bit. So that we're not all in one spot. Actually, it probably would have been better for us. Well, is he still engaged? No, okay. Because if someone else is engaged with him, Astarion can do sneak attack because he needs advantage on the attack. So we're just gonna place Shadowheart here, and then attack with sneak attack, which could kill him even, unless he rolls a 1, in which case he cannot. Also, I wanna equip his second hand with a dagger. I always do that, which is why I immediately went to bonus attack. I haven't done that yet, but alas, we'll do that in the next round. Let's get somewhere. Maybe I'm checking shadow, but it's fine. Just further away, maybe, for now. Do we just want to bonk him over the head, or do we think that's not going to work? Because she doesn't do that much damage. But we can try it. That was pretty good. Knowing that this is not the end of this fight, I kind of want to not waste everything. Right, and he's a blade singer. So I've never seen this. Weakening strike. He can do weakening strike. This is so cool. Okay. Okay, so this is for all of them, for all of the different attacks. I hear weird noises right now from outside. I hope you can't hear it. I don't think we need that for this fight yet. 10 turns, no. I think we'll just try a normal attack. Yes, 3 hit points. Perfect. Yeah. That looks... Gale. Honey darling. That looked ridiculous, babe. Absolutely ridiculous. I love it. I'm such a fan. I'm such a fan. That looked ridiculous. But it worked. My fighty wizard. The bandit's key. And a bunch of stuff. Thank you. And then I'm gonna send, or does Astarion have... No. Yeah, you should keep your blade close, so I'm gonna give you a dagger. That's alright. I just want him to have 2 daggers, because it's really good to have a bonus attack offhand. Main hand and offhand, that's really good for him, I think.
There is work to do.
You have a shield and a mace. The mace doesn't do that much damage, but I don't know if we have anything better for her.
No, never mind.
I mean, better base damage, I guess, with a short sword. I don't know if she can use a short sword. I don't remember. Hey girl, how do you feel about a short sword? No. Okay.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
We can't use light crossbows. Can you? She's probably never gonna use it, but Why not, you know?
Can't afford to stay idle.
You can use it. Okay, so she has an option. It's good to know. And Gale doesn't need doesn't need a distance weapon. Hi. Okay.
So that's progress.
It is indeed progress. So Andorn is already down. That's a really fun statue. Let's go. Oh, but wait, I wanted to look at my wild shape, because with this new celestial druid thing, we have these 3 new ones, and I wanted to look at those again. So we have archer, and we don't have anything that we can arch with right now, or at least I don't think we can use. Oh, and he also got his quarterstaff. That's cool. I don't think we can use any of this. What are we proficient with for distance weapons? Do we have any? No. That's fascinating. Only thrown ones, I guess. So we are not proficient with any non-melee weapons. That is fascinating. And not the greatest. But okay.
No more prayers. Only dust and silence.
That's very well said.
Who are those prayers for? Normally the patron god is obvious. Not here.
Well, I kind of think it's probably this guy. But maybe that's just me. There's a plaque.
Ancient, indecipherable text covers the plaque.
Indeed. And there's
Dead tongue. Whoever worshipped here must be long gone.
There's books and books and books. And we have dark vision. As you can see when we walk, there's like a little light cone around us. Oh, there's books. Death and Divinity, a Godly Guide. And the Curse of the Vampire, or the Vampire. In German, vampires are Vampire, so it would be Vampir. Maybe that's what this is. Not that this is German, I'm saying that maybe it's pronounced Vampire. Wait, already did that? Or, I don't know. And the Mortal View, eyewitness accounts of the Ball Spawn crisis. I think we could do a reading hour kind of thing, where when we go to bed, we read everything we found in that day. We're taking that too, even though we already have it. Books are nice currency. And there's a Water Davian cheese wheel. That's where Gale is from Waterdeep. Let's pick up the cheese wheel. Let's just take all of their stuff. All of the bandits' stuff. Dried sausage links. Some wine. Some more cheese. I love the way it's just arranged on here. I think it's so pretty and fun. But there's actually like, we don't really need a candle. But I guess I'm picking it up because it's $2, you know. Why not? 2 gold. And 3 gold. Perfect. I like the way they pay attention to that it looks like they were eating the cheese wheels, not just on the table. There's a there's a cut piece off of it. I think that's fun. And there's the looter's trunk. Let's take all their stuff. Ooh. Some stuff that's worth a bit more money. That's good. Somewhere there's a lever. Sometimes these things get like, oh, what's this one? Yeah, that one will most likely, you know, lead us to another fight. So now let us read. I already forgot again. I don't know when I got distracted, but let us read these things. So archer, that's why we got distracted, because of the distance weapon. We don't have a distance weapon, and I'm not sure if for the luminous arrow you need a bow. So this is for healing, and this is the dragon form, saving throw, concentration. And dazzling breath is a bonus action. I think we're gonna cast that because it's until the long rest, and I want to see it. Oh, that looks beautiful, girl. Gorgeous. It's until the long rest, so we have some time to use it. Okay, so before we open this door, I'm gonna place some people in some corners, and I'm gonna toggle group mode, which means that they walk separately. Because I want people separated, because I don't want them all in the same spot.
No rest for the wicked, I see. Immediately.
Thank you, darling.
Let's get going.
And then I'm gonna save, and then I'm gonna be the one to activate the lever. Let's see how this goes. Exactly. And now I'm gonna toggle group mode again. I just wanted us placed in different spots. So this is our start. We have an interesting lineup of initiative rolls, which means when we get to start, Astarion being the first one is great. And then the three of us in one spot is also really fun, so why not? Okay, so they probably see us everywhere, but we could try to hide here and then shoot this guy.
With finesse.
Potentially that works. Are you still hiding? Is your little toe in the scene area? We'll try it.
They won't know what
That worked. So, because we need advantage on people, we're hiding like right outside of his view. So, let's do that. And that hit quite hard. That's pretty great. And then I need you to move out of the way, hon. Okay, so you won't move that far away, but there should be some space. I personally really dislike fights, including a door in this game. I think they're really hard. They make stuff unnecessarily hard. Exactly. Great, that's great. But just because like everyone needs to get through that tight spot then, and that's really annoying to organize. But yeah, now everything's on fire anyway. Ooh, there's a spot where one could drop a nice AoE spell, area of effect, because they're all in one spot. But I genuinely don't think we have anything at this point. I mean, maybe chromatic orb, but that's not really area of effect. So, can you walk in here, girl? We need to get people through the door.
Moving.
That's cool. And then, how about a guiding bolt to give people advantage on their next attack? They all have not that many hit points because this is easy mode. Let's try a guiding bolt. Oh, that just eviscerated her. So that did not do much, but it's okay. Technically, we could even cast Sanctuary, which means that no one can attack Shadowheart from now on, and then we could easily heal people. I might even do that just because it's fun. We're gonna rest after this fight anyway. So let's try Sanctuary on us. So literally we're standing in front of them and they can't attack us. That's kind of fun. Okay.
This is worth the cost.
And you, hun. We're gonna just block everything if we walk in here, to be perfectly honest, but we can try.
And move.
Why can you not get here? Is there already a Astarion in the way? He was not. I don't know why that didn't work. So she's too far away, but we can try. What do you want to try? Can we do Dazzling Breath? Well, we're not close enough, but that would be pretty great if we could do that. It's a bonus action, so technically we could dash. Let's dash. Let's dash over here and then try Dazzling Breath, which is from our dragon form, on these three. They're perfectly positioned. Let's try it. That looks amazingly cool. That looked great, and it dropped Hasid. Hasid? I don't know. Marion Barton are still here. Cool, that was really cool. We could walk away even a little bit. We're burning, that's fine.
The dice roll in my favor.
We look so cool. Okay, go over here.
Cleric 4.
Or at least here. Okay. What can we do? So his blade song would be cool, I guess. Let's do some blade song. It's the first time we... Honey, what is that? Sorry, that's so funny to me. Okay. Yes, love, that is so... Yeah, that's so cool. Okay, and we can do blade song. Okay. Bombastic side-eye. Blade song climax. That's fun. And end blade song. Unleash the full damaging and healing effects of your blade song at once. Your blade song damage charges will harm enemies an additional 1 to 6 force damage, and your blade song healing charges will heal you and your allies an additional 1 to 6 hit points. What does that mean? I really need to learn how this works. Does it do anything else? No. Okay, so hit Mori, I guess. That looked so cool. Wait. What does the healing charge do? Oh, because we killed someone? Is that it? I'm not sure. But anyway, we're done with this turn. I really need to learn how that works. Maybe someone needs to explain it to me. I might need to watch a tutorial. Okay. Now comes the downside of Astarion being on his own in initiative, because no one's engaged with anyone, so he can't use sneak attack. Which would be something, if anyone was engaged with these people, we could sneak attack, but we're not. We don't have it, like no one's close enough, so let's just try, I guess, and go at Barton. That worked really well by Barton. And we all got hit for fire damage. I wonder if that's... yeah, it's because it was our turn now. I wondered if it was related to his death, but no. And we can't move in with our second weapon, which I'm gonna not toggle second weapon attack. What's it called? Dual wielding. So we're done. Do you want to do anything? Or...
Death is but a word away.
Gale, do you want to do another attack? I think the blade song's not going to do anything in this, but it's really interesting. I don't think I understand it at all, but it's fun. Okay, and let's maybe hit her with a, not with an arrow or a bolt, but with a firebolt. And that hit. Perfect. Okay. We're done with that.
It's been a long day. Better stop to rest soon.
Indeed, I just needed to have a quick cough. Soft speaking is kind of hard on the voice, I gotta say. It's not too bad, but it's a little rough. So, let's pick up all of this stuff. All of it, all of it, all of it. We're simply taking all of their stuff. We're encumbered now because we picked up all of their stuff, but it is entirely possible to just transfer this stuff, especially you can sort stuff here by weight. So we have these dark enslave mines, which are really heavy, and we can just send these to camp because they're not relevant to us right now. And armor is often really heavy, so we can easily send armor to camp as well. My cat jumped on the desk. Not right now, baby. So I think what we'll do now is we'll go in here and we'll find a nice space to rest. This is where we would have fallen down if we had Featherfall. So the fight would have started from here, which is not much better. It just makes you run into all of the people at once, which is pretty convenient. But this works for me. And more clothes. But yeah, this sounds like like a good spot to either technically take a short rest, but I think we're ready for a long rest. We'll go to camp. This is a very pretty campsite. Who pointed at what? Oh, I guess this happens when we first enter the camp. My cat is very interested in joining this adventure. It's almost his feeding time, I understand. He'll get something in a bit. But yeah. I was watching my cat, sorry. I'm like watching him, seeing if I should feed him right now. Or maybe later. Because if he starts scratching at my closet, then I need to feed him now, because otherwise that'll be in the recording. See, Lazel's here. This is a very pretty campsite. I wonder if we've been at the campsite before. I don't think we have we? Did we already take a sleep? He's randomly licking a box. I hope that wasn't too loud. Okay. Let's just have a little talk to everyone. And let's start with Gale.
A Githyanki joining our company. Not a collaboration I'd have anticipated, but a welcome one nonetheless.
True, true. They do always say stuff about themselves or about stuff that's happened. So let's ask him something about himself.
Let's see. I hail from Waterdeep, city of splendors. I am a wizard of considerable acclaim and scholar of exceptional accomplishment.
I love him.
I have a cat, a library, and a weakness for a good glass of wine. And if the mood takes me, I'm known to try my hand at poetry. There.
I don't know if I said this last time, but my best friend Moi always makes fun of me because my type is so obvious. I have a huge crush on Gale and on Elliot in Stardew Valley, which you know if you watch my channel, and also on Colin from Bridgerton. Hello, my lovely darling baby cat. Can you please let me wax poetically about my husbands? They're similar, is all I'm saying. They all do author stuff. They all write poetry or some sort of writing. They're creative writers, and they're kind of wizardy, extravagant charm. I just think it's funny. Okay, don't stop there. You must have many stories to tell about your adventures as an archmage, which is incredibly impressive. Or I want to know more about more than your hobbies. Can't you tell me something about the real you? I think this is kind of condescending. Because I love hobbies, and those are what you are, you know, and who you are. I think that's fine. Tell us more.
Didn't that paint enough of a picture?
No, we're not gonna peer into his mind. I think that would be mean. If he wants to keep secrets from us the day that we meet him, I think we can unlock that later. Okay, then we're done with this conversation. Which is fine. Okay. Let's go see what Astarion has to say.
I am enjoying the latest addition to our little group. Lazel is delightful. In a very look at me twice and I'll dismember you kind of way, of course.
Ah, yes, bestie. What do you want to tell me about yourself?
Oh, what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
Okay. Sure. It is, to be fair, the first day that we met these people. I think it's alright if they take a moment to warm up to us. Let's talk to Shadowheart.
Lazel has a dangerous look in her eyes. Let's just hope she reserves those impulses for any common foes.
I find that complaint fascinating from Shadowheart, because she has just as much of a thirst for danger, especially in her religious choices. So, you know, interesting. Also, I like the detail of the chainmail. I think I'm not super deep into chainmail, but it's even like a specific way of making chainmail. Very interesting. I haven't looked at that before. So, we should get to know each other a little more.
Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think?
See? If you're not comfortable, I won't press you.
Thank you. I'm sure we'll get along perfectly well.
Sure. But yeah. What's the story about the artifact?
There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway.
Sure.
Just forget you ever saw it.
Well, no, but that's okay. What do you think of all that's happened to us so far?
We haven't gone all that far yet. What are you referring to exactly?
Oh, just everything. How are we holding up in your estimations?
I must admit, you've been a surprise. And not an unpleasant one. Kindred spirits are few and far
No, we
between.
look so cute.
Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises?
Okay, we'll leave the rest for a later date. And leave her be. Now, we should have Lae'zel over here. That's a really cool tent.
Chatter already? Tusky.
Well, don't be rude. I think this is kind of racist, but do you know much about mind flayers?
I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less.
Okay. I question, though, what that hand positioning was. That's really weird. I wonder if that's like her pointing at us, but we're too small for that animation to work. I wonder if it's that or if she just has an interesting hand pose in that. Okay. And now I would see what books we picked up that we haven't read. It's a few. Let's hope my voice holds out. Death and Divinity, a Godly Guide. Death is too powerful a force for even a single god to contain. It is a duty that has been passed from hand to hand, splintered into smaller pieces. Disease, war, funeral rites, but there must always be an overseer of the cycle as life falls away. For countless aeons it was Jurgal. The lord of the end of everything presided over mortality with his unblinking stare until even he grew weary. Young Baal, Bane, and Merkel must have thought themselves conquerors when they came for the god of death, yet he used their ambitions to free himself. Merkel claimed primacy over death from Jurgal's bargain, but even he does not rule death alone. What is murder, if not the most violent of deaths, seized by Baal in his incessant greed? What need would there be for noble Kelemvor to judge passing souls if one deity could hold the process entire? Even gods can die, after all. Those who worship death should remember that above all else. I love these books. I think they're a great part of this game. We're so glittery. I randomly walked us over here. I love that they're so detailed. This is the Harper's Notebook. I think we looked at those. Interesting, every time I close them or open and close them again, they now show a new sign. My cat is shouting. Honey boo. Not that much longer. Journey through the jungle. Okay. Journey through the jungle. The sun had just fallen below the horizon when I first heard its call. 1,000 reed pipes at once whistling a single beautiful, terrible song. Ulu Talong, said Jaw. It's coming. Jaw dropped her pack and scurried up the nearest bitter. With a bit more effort, I climbed a tree of my own, and the two of us surveyed the grassy ground beneath. Oh, there it was again, above and beneath and all around, so close my skull vibrated from the sound. The ferns and foliage under me rippled and swayed. Jaw held a finger to her lips to demand my silence, and in one motion it snatched her. A vine. A tentacle. It hardly mattered. The hunter had found its prey. Jaw's screams swelled, then faded as Ulut Long dragged her away. I leapt down to give chase, but the creature left no mark behind. The grasses weren't trampled, the shrubs unbroken. I had only the memory of that harrowing call to guide me. Fun story time. And we have the curse of the vampire and the mortal view. So let's read the curse. I'm gonna say it's vampire. Hearken close and beware the vampire. Beware its cold beauty. Beware its charm. Beware its curse. Above all, beware the pale noble, for the vampire cannot bear to be of the common folk. How doth one protect from the beast? Walk not in blackest night, for the vampire loves these nights more than any other. If you must walk, do so by the light of our moon, and take care. Carry the blessings and marks of your God at all times. But remember, your home is a fortress if protected well. If you hear a knock in the night, be wary. Let no stranger into your home. If it be a friend, look upon them. Do you find them pallid and wan? See you any mark upon their neck? See you any dirt upon their clothes? Unless their need is great, turn away, all but the most trusted. And if the beast finds a way into your home, flee. Leave love and family behind. You will not save them if you fight. You will not see them again. But they will see you, pale and smiling, calling them into the night. This one's beautiful as well. I don't know, I keep getting British when I play this game, like my English turns from pretty Americanish German accent to British. It's interesting. I think much of this game is just not American, so that's probably why. If so, I swear I'm not putting on the accent on purpose, it's just a thing that happens to people who don't have English as their first language. At least for me, I've heard it many times that people, like, the media they consume really affect how they sound in English, because it's just not my first language. But the Mortal View eyewitness accounts of the Balspawn crisis, which I'm pretty sure is a reference to the first two games. The guild seal on the inside of the cover belongs to a printmaking collective in Baldur's Gate. Of course I remember, knew the second that girl was walking that she'd be trouble. Little thief, always in everyone's business, and that ward of Gorian went right along with her. No surprise a wicked god's blood was running in their veins. Anonymous from Candlekeep. Saravok and his lot are always the first ones that come to mind. You know, this all started with a bit of iron in Nashkel. Everyone thought their weapons would rot out of their hands. Back then, I thought the problem was bad trade. Never took the man for a son of Baal. Amnian mercenary interviewed on his deathbed. I keep saying Baal, and I fear it sounds like ball, but it's Baal. You dare speak that name to me, my mistress was turned to ash fighting those forsaken wretches. I curse Baal, I curse Irenicus, and I curse you. Hostile vampire Athcatlas Lums. The five tore tethered to pieces. I don't think anyone expected more Balspawn showing up would fix the war that a pack of them started. Then again, they were all inclined to killing each other, eh? Good riddance. Here's hoping every last one of them has been wiped off the face of Faerun. Saradush merchant, retired. I'm not authorized to be talking about any murder with someone like you. Take it up at the sea tower if you want to argue. But honestly, who cares if a Balspawn got it stuck to them? Their father is the killing type, after all. Flaming Fist Gauntlet, Baldur's Gate. So the Flaming Fist is the police, essentially. So it's a gauntlet, which is a title, I assume a rank. of the police. Several hundred more interviews follow, most of them terse. Sure, and that's the last book of our little reading journey. So let's go to sleep. Let's see if anything happens. Usually stuff happens at night, like if you go to sleep. If we say long rest, you have enough camp supplies to restore all hit points and spell slots. Yes. Usually stuff happens, like there's little exclamation points. I was missing the word there. So I know that Gale has something to say if he's standing at the fire, but he doesn't have an exclamation point, so we will go to Lae'zel first, I think. Hi, Lazy. What's up?
A monster forms inside us, and you think to be idle.
Yes, we have to sleep.
I knew your kind to be fragile, but I didn't foresee the severity. Be quick about your rest. We must locate a crash.
Okay. We need to pace ourselves. Don't you know an exhausted warrior is an ineffective one? We're hardly going to Tanya asleep, are we? This crash notion of yours, are you sure it's our only option? It's not, but let's not, offend her. We need to pace ourselves.
A thick-headed notion in a complex circumstance.
Do you suppose the parasites inside us dare to rest? That the Geich do not still pursue us with each peal of the bell? Take your rest. I will stand watch.
Well, sure.
Should a single tentacle split your skull, I will not hesitate to end you.
Thank you. That's very helpful. We'll take it. And Shadowheart has something to say. Let's save again, lest Gale leaves the middle of that. What's up, Shadowheart?
What were you two talking about?
Interesting. What do you mean?
You and that Githyanki.
We were just discussing the next steps.
I see. I'd be careful with Lae'zel.
Well, the thing is, it's so funny. I said this earlier, but it's so funny that she is the one having a problem with people being mysterious. Usually this conversation for me happens after I talk to Gale, because I be talking to Gale immediately. And then she's also like, how dare you talk to Gale? I'd be careful with him. And I'm like, okay. She's just careful with everyone. I wasn't confiding, I was just talking.
So am I. If we're to survive, we need to trust each other.
Okay.
You seem reliable. I think you know how important it is that we find someone who can cure us. Best if we focus on that.
Well, sure. But if you don't trust anyone in this group, that's going to be hard as well. The sooner we find someone who will help us, the better, though.
Good. We might even get lucky and find one right away. As I see it, we're overdue some good fortune. Rest well.
Sure. I agree. Now, Gale, what are you doing at the fire?
Go to hell.
And good evening to you too, darling.
Ha! You're a good sport.
Thank you.
Go to hell. An everyday expression. So trivial it's almost meaningless.
We are so cute.
But we've seen hell. It's real. And it isn't trivial.
What's on your mind, hun?
Devils, dragons, mind flayers. They used to be abstracts. Pictures on a piece of paper. What a difference a day makes. Now we have tadpoles slithering through our heads like carnivorous feti. That's not abstract.
Honey. Brooding. Love. Her just serving poses in the back. Slay queen. And reading. Educated queen. not too worried. Perhaps you should get some rest. Brooding would get us nowhere. I'm gonna say, I mean, we are worried, but this is depressing. This is offensive, I think. This is like, yeah, of course, but I would feel patronized. So let's do that. We're not too worried.
That's the spirit. Let's be up with the lark. Find a healer before the wee one gets hungry.
Exactly, hon. We'll be fine. Okay, and then we already talked to Astarion and he doesn't have anything specific to say. We are so small. We're so cute. Okay, now let's go to sleep for real. This is basically like we turn it to night and then there are other conversations and then we confirm long rest. And there's auto select of food, but I think it's kind of weird. It's kind of broken because it's like it selects like 0 of some of the stuff. And I don't really want to use the fish. I said this before. So I'm like always tempted to just do this, but we don't have enough stuff yet to do that. So I just go normal supply pack. Let's see if we get a normal rest. This is funny because Astarion is an elf, so he doesn't sleep. That's why you saw that weird meditation pose. And it's the morning. And we're all good. Okay, nothing happened. I think I'm gonna call it an episode here. I'm not sure how long this episode was. I forgot to put my timer on. I assume it was like 45 minutes or something. But my voice is getting kind of tired getting back into it, so I think I'm gonna call it a night. On this new day, we look so cool. This is also an incredibly cool statue. I'm struggling making that work for us, but it looks really cool. It just looks cool. I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this was a fun, enjoyable episode to get our first bigger fight in after the tutorial. And yeah, start enjoying exploring everything. I'm gonna probably be doing a lot of Baldur's Gate because I'm really into it again. And I wanna play it, so why not do it here? Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it was relaxing, and I hope that whatever you guys do next, it goes super, 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 super well. And if that is sleeping, sleep well.